you created like this coffee rub.
Yes.
It was literally one of the best rubs I've ever tasted. Hey everybody, welcome back. Nice to see each of your smiling faces again. I'm Pitmaster Shannon Snell. Let me introduce somebody here. This is Jeremy. Jeremy, this is everybody.
Nice to meet you, everyone.
So Jeremy is the general manager of the Waldo location in Gainesville, Florida. So we went to the Spirit of 68 cook-off,
Yes.
which is our internal cook-off between our Sunny stores, and you created like this coffee rub.
Yes.
It was literally one of the best rubs I've ever tasted. So I see you got some ingredients here that you did for your coffee rub. Can you explain them and tell us what we got going on and how we're going to season this brisket up?
All right, definitely. So I think we should start off with the basics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So of course we got our salt.
Okay. Cool. Keep rolling.
All right, and then we got of course our black pepper.
Okay.
You want to get the fresh stuff. You want to get something that's already grounded.
Sure.
You want something that's going to be granular.
Nice.
Right. And then of course it's a staple in any rub, really. Brown sugar.
Yeah, brown sugar's solid because brown sugar it's one of the biggest bases of barbecue rubs.
Of course. And then next we're gonna add just a little bit of spice with some chili powder. We want something that's gonna hit that back of that palate a little bit.
Nice. And listen, guys, you can adjust the chili powder as needed.
All right. Next we're gonna go with some smoked paprika.
Nice smoked paprika.
That's gonna do two things. It's gonna help with adding some more smoke flavors to that brisket, and also it's aromatic. So that's gonna add, as it cooks in that smoker, it's just gonna bring a little bit more to that olfactory sense. We got some cinnamon.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little sweet.
Nice.
It's gonna add a little bit to it. And then this, highly recommend you only use a little bit of this. This is clove.
Right. All right. What else we got here?
All right. And this is where things get, I'd say, a little weird, right?
Okay.
This is when we're gonna add our coffee.
Right. So, coffee.
Yes.
Coffee.
Yes, coffee.
So grounded up coffee is what we're doing here.
Yes, and I recommend the darker and bolder it is, the better it's going to be. You don't want to go with a mild coffee. You want to go with something that's going to have a little more of a punch to it. And then next, this is, if you're going to use coffee in a rub, I always recommend you want to add some cocoa powder to it as well.
Right. They kind of bring down the level of the pungent, that taste, that bitterness inside the coffee. Remember, guys, this coffee doesn't have cream and sugar in it. Okay, it's the natural powder, the natural ground coffee.
Yes.
So you need to make sure that you even things out, right?
Yes, sir. And the cocoa powder actually bring out a little of sweetness from our coffee as well.
Nice. All right, so we're gonna season our brisket, right?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and season it up.
I prefer, when we're gonna season brisket, I always do it on the underside first. We're just gonna kind of get an even coat on this bottom piece. Of course, always trying to get the ends. You don't want to leave any piece of brisket without some seasoning, right? All right, so we can give her a little flip. Always heavier on the top side. You got all this fat that's just going to render down as it cooks, right? And then that's going to give it a nice bark as well.
So, and bark is really important because it's that nice crust. The Maillard reaction is what happens. The browning of meat. It gives it that nice bark on the top, that dark tint on the top, that crusty top of stuff on the top that's just, it's like gold once it heats up and once this brisket cooks to full perfection. All right, so we're gonna stick this on the Traeger here. What temperature should I set this at? What would be a good temperature to set?
I always recommend 300 at first.
Okay.
Brisket's one of those things that you have to be temping it throughout the process.
That's right.
If you need to raise it or lower it, but we're gonna start at 300 and we'll get her on.
Okay, and here's the thing, guys. During the process, you need to make sure that if you have a probe for something like a Traeger or just a regular thermometer, stick it right in the middle because it can monitor the temperature, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this on. It's 300 degrees. Okay, we back in a little bit. We gotta let this cook. It's gonna take quite a few hours. We'll talk about that when we come back. We'll see you guys in a little bit. How's that? All right. See you guys in a little bit. We'll be back. Let's unveil this baby and see what we're working with.
All right. Are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
You want to slice this baby up?
Yeah, no, let's slice her up.
Let's do it up.
All right. So
All right, you pull, I'll move.
Yep.
Right. And guys, you got to think about qualifiers. One of the qualifiers of if your brisket's done, you can feel at the bottom, you can feel this fat at the bottom. It feels like gelatin, right? If your fat's still hard on your brisket, If it's not jiggly, that means it's not done, okay? We'll continue to let it cook. Let's try this thing. Go ahead and start slicing. So you're gonna start slicing from the flat right now, correct?
Yes, sir.
Remember, the flat's bottom. Lean briskets is the flat. Fatty briskets is the point. Hey, can I? And we talked about this. He's slicing this flat right here. Can I get some of that point meat? Because the point meat, or the stuff that you get burn-ins, the stuff that you get chopped brisket out of, it is the most purest part of a brisket. It's the best part. It's the stuff that's legendary. Look at this thing. I'm just gonna steal this right over here. Look at this. This point meat it's got that fat that's rendered down. Looks absolutely incredible. Nice.
I mean, you don't need a knife for this.
Oh. That coffee rub is something special. Let me tell you, man. That good job on that coffee rub. It is perfect for brisket. So, yeah, we got some tacos right here, right?
Yeah.
So for brisket, we made a nice tomatoey salsa that's gonna go great, and of course sour cream, because sour cream goes good on everything.
Yes.
You want me to make you one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's go.
So you want point meat, or do you want the sliced stuff?
Let's go a little bit of both.
Okay.
Let's go wild.
A little bit of both. So, good qualifiers for brisket. It hangs, but it easily pulls apart. Okay? You know, if your brisket completely falls apart when you're holding it, that means it's overcooked. So we're gonna do a little bit of both for you. Salsa, want it?
Yes.
Okay. Exactly. Sour cream?
Oh, yes, sir.
Nice. There. It's gonna be for you. Okay? I'm going to do all point because I'm a point guy, right? All right, got some point meat. I'm gonna get some salsa. I'm sorry. I can't wait either. This actually looks good. All right, I'm gonna pick this up. We're going to try this. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, bite, taco, here we go.